Good late afternoon, early evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. My dear friend JCB just called, and he put me in the mind of the war on drugs. Don't ask why, he wasn't on drugs or anything, but let's talk a little bit about the war on drugs. This Mike Rivero, who I like to listen to whom I like to listen, he has an excellent saying about it. I wrote it down. I've been writing stuff down so I don't sound like a total goober. He wrote, "The war on drugs is just a war on competition." Michael Rivero. It's true. I mean, the CIA, you are aware, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure, because I feel that I have a brilliant audience, that during the Vietnam era, they would bring home heroin in the body bags and distribute it around. The CIA did this. And then my neighbor's mowing his yard, and he has this super loud mower. It sounds like a Harley Davidson, a group of Harley Davidsons going around. Everybody who lives in that house, for some reason they have loud mowers. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, that's what they did. And of course, this whole Afghanistan scenario, so to speak, is basically to get their poppy population. So clearly, I want the war on drugs to end. I want it to end pronto. It would solve so many of the problems that we're having in society. Also, if you reflect back to when this really came to light, was during the Nixon administration. And John Ehrlichman in the 1990s was interviewed for some magazine article. And he literally said, you can look this up online, ladies and gentlemen, don't take my word for it. He literally said that the reason why they did this war on drugs was basically to go after Richard Milhous Nixon's political enemies. And if they could associate the blacks with heroin use, I just look like I have something there, but I don't, and the hippies with marijuana use, they could basically demonize them nightly on the evening news, bringing down those who were against Richard Nixon's policies, his political enemies. This is the kind of stuff that goes on all the time, ladies and gentlemen. With, like I was saying before, people infiltrating groups, like the CIA would get into an anti-war group or something and do things to make them look bad. I honestly think a lot of the riots and whatnot that have unfolded in terms of Black Lives Matter and things like that, I'm not so sure about. I don't know in particular about that, but it wouldn't surprise me that a lot of it is these three-letter agencies that infiltrate the groups, stir up, show their ass, as they say in the South, and to make the group overall look unsavory and take away from the message, because of course that's the goal of everything, from our corporate controlled state-run media to, I don't know, the man on the street. All we ever do is take away, deflect from the topic at hand all the time. It happened with the emails with Hillary Clinton and that whole deal. Nobody ever talks about the content of the emails. When I say nobody, I mean nobody on the corporate media. Of course, good reporters like, I think H.A. Goodman and Jimmy Dore, I think even Jordan Sheridan read those WikiLeaks emails on live. He read them to people. So, because all the mainstream media does is just go on and on, Mars is going to hit my arm, I'll pet her. This is for you, Pat Hacker. All the mainstream media does is just attack the messenger, go on about how hideous WikiLeaks is, or Julian Assange is hideous, and all this crap. Same thing they did with Snowden and Chelsea Manning and anybody who's blown a whistle on our government. I don't know how I got off on this from the war on drugs, but I guess it all ties in, ladies and gentlemen. And the war on drugs. Has anybody ever mentioned that? Rather than crack down on this and open up new facilities on that and put people in these private prisons that our politicians actually get money from the owners of those. I thought I'd let you know, like you didn't know. Yeah. Can we maybe end the war on drugs? Portugal did it. They ended the war on drugs, and it's really cleaned up their society a great deal, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I sound cranky. I don't mean to. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day, or the early evening, or the late afternoon. Doesn't that frog look cute? And with those fake flowers and stuff. God love. Bye-bye now.